Wander Franco is a young star shortstop. Tampa Bay was removed from the roster on the baseball commissioner's exempt list. It's been alleged he's under investigation that he had relationships with 3 minor girls in the Dominican Republic. The investigation is reportedly complete. He was supposed to report to court to hear the allegations against him, did not show. They raided 2 of the houses he lives in the Dominican this week, could not find him. His lawyers were given a warrant that he had to appear today, Thursday. He fired the lawyers. He was a no-show again. It's almost as if he's a fugitive at large. And yeah, maybe he boards a plane, leaves the Dominican, and comes to the States. He can't go to spring training. Commissioner's office is not going to lift this administrative leave thing. So that's a really ugly story. And this is a star shortstop of the Tampa Bay Rays. That's one story. The other story is in Washington. We, of course, have tracked the unbelievable career of Stephen Strasburg, and it kind of looks like the comet has burned out. His career is over because of the multiple surgeries, neck, shoulder, etc. He is owed a wad of money. He's already made $145 million on a 7-year contract he signed right at the peak of his career before all the injuries waylaid him. He's made $145 million. He's owed $105 million, 3 years left, and Washington's ownership's refusing to pay it. Now, I don't know how you can refuse to pay the contract. He got hurt wearing your uniform. The union has interceded. The union says we're not having any negotiations on a buyout. The guaranteed contract's the guaranteed contract. We're not changing, quote, the injury clause. So nothing's been solved as it relates to Strasburg. From what I gather, there's not going to be a buyout. There's not going to be a discount for the final 3 years, 105 that he has owned. You know, he had a great career. I mean, he might have been on a track to win 250 games before he broke down. But he's had so many physical woes, and he can't function as a normal person. He wants to be able to bend over and pick up his kids, and his shoulder and his neck will not allow it just because he's had fusion surgery and things of that nature. But Washington trying to wiggle out of what's owed. Union says you will not do that.
Yeah, well, definitely a contract's a contract. And, granted, MLB, they make them guaranteed. I mean, it's like a sweet deal if you're a player. I mean, you're just locked in. But, they're trying to renegotiate the deal. It's almost like the Broncos trying to renegotiate the deal with Russell Wilson. Come on, guys, you sign the deal, make it happen. The Wander Franco story is just a mess. And the Rays ponied up and gave him big money. He's got guaranteed money. But if he gets arrested or something, I imagine the Rays would be off the hook financially.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. The minute this comes to jurisdiction, he was paid through the end of the last season while on administrative leave. This is pretty serious stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the last player that got involved with, quote, underage girls is a Pittsburgh Pirate relief ace, Felipe Vasquez. He's still in prison. Just spent Christmas in prison on a 3-year prison term. The allegations are there are 3 underage girls that he had relationships with. I don't know if they were all in Florida or whether they were in the Dominican Republic. There've been 2 family lawsuits already filed. So he's in a world of hurt. You don't understand why people would make the kind of bad decisions they're making in terms of relationships. We could spin off that topic and talk about Julio Urias, the Dodgers pitcher, who had already been suspended once for domestic abuse and now gets suspended again and is not resurfaced in Major League Baseball. So that's that.